Hi, I'm Maya, a typical Virgo, and I do videos about bullet journaling on my channel. The month of May is here, so let's get into my May bullet journal setup. First, let's talk about how fast April went by. For me, it lasted kind of long, but then again, when I think about it, it just went by so quickly, so it's just a weird month for me. But still, I enjoyed it very much. I hope that your April was as nice as mine was, but I feel really ready for May. And I'm also obsessed with the theme that I chose for my May bullet journal, so yeah, that's also a big part of the reason why I'm so excited for May. I was scrolling through my Pinterest and I saw a lavender theme bullet journal and I was just feeling the vibes. I wanted these totally girly vibes with flowers, purple, pink, and because I was so drawn to it on Pinterest, I decided that it's my perfect theme for my May bullet journal. So in this video you'll be seeing me drawing a lot of lavender flowers. I mean, a lot. My hand was hurting so much when I was done with this bullet journal setup because I decided to draw so many flowers. Don't get me wrong, it looks very cute at the end, but my hand was hurting so much. And for this bullet journal, I really can't wait for you to see the end result as well. Okay, totally off the topic, but I just bought myself a salt lamp and I thrifted it for €9. I just got home from the store and I'm so excited! Okay, sorry. Doesn't it look so cute? Okay, back to the bullet journal. It's so nice to see how I'm progressing making my bullet journals. I really think that every bullet journal that I do is better than the previous ones, and it's so rewarding seeing myself grow. Just a little reminder a few minutes into the video, if you like bullet journal content and videos like this, I post bullet journal videos of every month, so if you like bullet journaling as well, or just watching me make my bullet journals, subscribe. And if you have any recommendations of the videos that you would like to see from me, comment it under this video or any other video. I respond to every comment that I get. And yeah, let's talk! I'm always down to talk about bullet journaling. Anyways, I really appreciate you watching, and if you subscribe, I appreciate you a little bit more. Is this borderline manipulation? I appreciate you either way, so don't worry about it. On the day that I found the inspiration for my bullet journal for May and later made this bullet journal, I went to the store to search for a purple pastel pen, which would be perfect for drawing lavender flowers. And I went through so many pens, swatching them in the store, because they just weren't that perfect shade of purple that I was searching for. But then I found this brush pen, and the tip of this pen made me think of Amanda Rach Lee's videos. If you like to watch bullet journal videos, you probably know who Amanda Rach Lee is. She's a really big YouTuber in the bullet journal community, and honestly my main inspiration for creating this YouTube channel. And the second that I saw this pen, I immediately thought of her because she's using this type of pens in her videos. And even though I was searching for that perfect purple color, that wasn't it in the store, but I just took it because I wanted to feel like her. But then when I came home and started making this bullet journal and I started using it, it fit for this spread perfectly, and I'm so happy that I took it, even though the color in the store didn't look perfect. But now looking back at it, I'm really sure that I picked the right pen. My first index page in this bullet journal is totally not useful, but I think it sets the vibes really good. Usually I've been doing my index pages really useful just because I didn't want to waste space in my bullet journal. It's not that thick, so I wanted to fit the whole year in here, but I think that it's not gonna fit, so I might as well, I'm gonna use it up without thinking of how many pages I'm wasting. And this made me really appreciate the pages that are not useful, but they're still very important, because the cute looking but not useful index pages really set the tone for every month. I am now starting to appreciate the index pages. It's just so cute flipping through the bullet journal and feeling like I'm going into a new chapter every month. Now for my habit tracker, if I compare my habit tracker from April to this month's habit tracker, in April I started tracking 9 habits. It was cute, it was a moment. In the start of the month I was really good with tracking my habits and doing the habits, but then in the second half of April I started lacking a bit, so I didn't fill out my habit tracker and I just didn't do the habits that I wanted to do. So now I've tried both methods of tracking many habits, tracking a few habits, just to see which of those is gonna make me do more of the habits that I wanted to do. But sadly both didn't work because I'm still going through phases, and I think that my fluctuation is really dependent on my menstrual cycle, and I'm really consistent with not being productive in my luteal phase. So this method of tracking many or a few habits, it's not working for me. I'm gonna have to find something different for me to be better at doing my habits. So for the month of May I decided that I'm just tracking 5 habits because they just fit nicely on the page. So I'm basing the amount of the habits just on the aesthetic of the page, which is probably not the best, but I'm just going off the vibes. But maybe this is the way, maybe the aesthetics are gonna help me do more habits. Doubt it. So for this month I'm tracking how many times I work out, journal, stretch, take vitamins, and how many days of the month I'm gonna read. Speaking of reading, I just finished the ACOTAR series and I am so obsessed with the whole series and Sarah J. Maas. Chef's kiss. Really, chef's kiss. I love the world building, I love the characters, I am obsessed with the characters. I just adore it. I saw that it was viral on TikTok, I caved in, but now that I joined the trend, I understand why it's viral. And the last part, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but the last part of the ACOTAR series, I'm just so obsessed with it. I can't talk about it without giving some spoilers, so I'm not gonna talk about it. If you haven't read it, read it. You have to read it. This is not a recommendation, this is a must to read. It's such a good series. I love it. I'm just in love with it. Now I'm gonna dive into other series by her, and I really hope that they are at least as good as this series is. I just love it. The amount of times that I've just said I love it, it's insane, but I'm gonna say it again. I love it. The last part of the series, A Court of Silver Flames, it was my first 6-star read. I track everything I read in my reading journal, and this one was the first 6-star read that I have in my reading journal, so I love it. Okay, enough about ACOTAR. Let's get back to the bullet journal. Okay, for this page, a little about my day. I explained it in my previous video, in my April bullet journal video, but probably most of you didn't watch this video. I'm gonna explain it again quickly. I don't find mood trackers useful without having a little bit written about what happened that day and what influenced my moods, what made me happy, what made me sad. So that's why I always make a little about my day spread. I write a little bit of what happened that day and track my mood, so it's not just a mood tracker. I'm also a really forgetful person, and I usually work from home, so my days usually look the same, and so my days can get blurred into one clump of days, which I don't know what happened on any day, what happened yesterday, what happened a week earlier, and what happened in April. So that's the other reason why I love a little bit of what happened on each day written out, so I can check back on what I did on that day. Okay, now for my monthly spread. It's going really good. Oh, I'm just speechless. It's going really good until this point. I was just making my monthly spread. It was looking cute, it was looking simple, and then I thought about how it would look cute with a shadow outline. I was wrong. I was so very wrong. I think that this ruined the whole page, so I will fix it a little bit when I'm done with drawing all the flowers. It doesn't look the best, but let's just ignore that. Actually, on the video, you can't see the mistake that much, but in real life, you can see it. It doesn't look the best. You know, you win some, you learn some, I guess. I'm a perfectionist, very much a perfectionist, just, you know, a Virgo trait. Here it looks like I fixed it in a few minutes, but actually I spent a half an hour on just fixing it. I thought about going over it with a marker. I thought about, I don't know, just starting the whole page again. Let's just say that this was good for me healing my perfectionism, because this is not even close to being perfect, but okay. The next page is gonna look cuter, I promise, I promise, I promise. Let's just skip this page. And now my favorite page to look back at, because it looks so cute when it's done and filled out at the end of the month. This is my highlight reel, and here I'm gonna paste all of the photos that I'm gonna take. Well, not all of them, but some of the photos that are my favorites from the month of May. And it's always so cute to look back at these pages. So usually when I do my highlights reel page, I just doodle on it and then paste all of my photos just randomly on the page. But in March I drew frames where I'm gonna paste the photos, and I think that that month's highlight reel looks the best. So I'm gonna repeat it in my May highlight reel, and I really can't wait how my photos from May are gonna look like. I know this page with only frames doesn't look the best, but when it's gonna be filled with photos, it's gonna look so cute. I didn't film this, but in between the frames I drew little sparkles and little dots, just like I did in everywhere where there are flowers in this spread, just to make it a little more cohesive with the other pages. So this is it, my May bullet journal. I hope you like it as much as I do, and comment this emoji just so I know who stays until the very end of the video. I love you and appreciate you the most. If you haven't yet subscribed, subscribe now, and I wish you the best month of May. Bye!